Hi Saeed, my name is Devin from SEO Dallas TX. Thank you for clicking on this video and thank you for filling out that Facebook ad. In this quick video, I'm going to be showing you 3 things you can fix on your website right away so you can start bringing in more business right away. You're probably wondering why I'm even making this video for you. It's really simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners that are so busy out there running their business, taking care of their customers, they don't really have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So what I started doing was creating these attack plans and just giving them away for free. Some people take this information, they do it themselves. Some people say, hey, you know what, Devin, I like you, I don't have the time to do this, can you do this for me? Whatever you want to do, this information is totally okay with me. My only goal is just to educate you and help you make a lot of money. I'm going to talk to you about 3 things today: content, backlinks, and citations. Now, I wanted to start off by saying I went through your website and I looked, and you have a great, beautiful looking website. Fantastic looking images, really great design going on here, really great color scheme going on. You have some trust building testimonials right in the get go, some great statistics right here and FAQs. From a website and design point of view, you did an absolute great job. Unfortunately, Google cannot look at your website. There's over 1 million sites that put up every single day. So how Google checks websites is what they do is they run these little robots through the internet and they call them crawlers. And those crawlers search for content. They read through your content. So content is king in this industry, and the more content you have, the better off you're going to be. The average website on the front page of Google has about 1,500 words of content. And that's everything you can read on your site. So if I go and I select everything on your site, I copy it, I open up a word counter, and I paste it in, you can see you have 1,006 words, which is definitely a great start. Keep in mind, Google reviews do not count. It's duplicate content. So if I just delete the Google reviews out, you're sitting at 671 words. It's still a great start, but it gives you a lot of room to improve with that 1,500 word mark. Now, if we look at your main competitor, heavenonwheels.com, because if you type in Limo Service Dallas, they show up #1. If you look at them, let's see what they're sitting at as far as content. They're sitting at 4,000 words. Now, again, they probably have a ton of reviews somewhere. Here we go. Here's some reviews. Let's delete those reviews and see what they're sitting at. There you go. It's right here. So not very much actually. So they have 3,874 words. So they're way above that authority mark of 1,500 words. So what I would do, if I were in your shoes, I'd blow them out of the water. You already see that #1 requires being at 3,874 words. I would go put in like 4,500 words of content and just completely smash them. Now, this also gives you more room to fit in what's called buyer intent keywords. A buyer intent keyword is a keyword, it's a phrase that somebody types into Google when they're ready to purchase from your business, such as Limo Service Dallas. If somebody types this into Google, it's more than likely they're ready to purchase a limo service and they're looking for the best person. So I pulled up the back of your site so I can see what keywords you're ranking for. And you're ranking for DFW Limo Service Dallas, High Class Taxi Service Dallas Limo Services. You're ranking for a lot of high quality keywords and high buyer intent keywords, but your position is very low. You're on the 10th page for DFW Limo Service. You're on the 10th page for Limo Service Dallas, or the bottom of the 9th page, somewhere around there. Bottom of the 9th page is what it is. High Class Taxi Service, you're on the 8th page. Dallas Limo Services, you're on the 9th page. Chauffeur Service Dallas, 9th page. Luxury Chauffeur Service Dallas, you're on the bottom of the 4th page. So you can see here that even though you are getting picked up with those keywords, which are really great, you're not actually getting any of the results from those keywords. You can see there's zero traffic. As we say in the industry, the best place to hide a body is in the second place of Google, or the second page of Google, because nobody ever looks there. It's just a joke. But the point is, you want to have these keywords inside of your content so you can rank #1. So if let's just take Limo Service Dallas, what we're focusing on, if I copy that, and I go over here and I open up a little search bar and I paste it in, you can see you have it on here one single time, which is great. What I would recommend you did is put it at least one time in your heading up here, a couple times in your content, and then put it out sporadically as you're writing that 4,500 words of content. A good percentage to think of when you're adding keywords in is 2 to 3% of the total amount of words is made up of keywords. One more other tip that a lot of people miss out on is that you can actually save your images as keywords. So this can be saved as limo-service-dallas, and that'll also help you rank for that keyword. So that's my first tip for you. My second tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to you, driving traffic to you. This is really important because Google's like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of trustworthy, relevant websites linking to your website. Keep in mind, though, like I said, they want to see trustworthy, relevant websites, which means you're going to get a lot more power if you have other limo companies and other taxi companies linking to you versus having like Pizza Hut linking to you or a roofing company linking to you. Google knows that you're not a pizza company or a roofing company. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It is just a tool, and I'll just explain what all these numbers mean here. So it says SA Limo Services.com has 2,340 backlinks coming from a total of 265 sites, which is why you're getting found for 33 keywords, and they're estimating you get about 16 traffic. Now you could be getting 5 to 10 times that amount because it is a tool, and the only way to see the actual amount of traffic you're getting is by having access to your Google Analytics. So you could be getting anywhere from 80 to 160 traffic, which is nothing to scoff at. If we go over to Heaven on Wheels, though, they're being reported at 6,700 traffic. Keep in mind, you want to multiply that by 5 or 10, you're talking about anywhere from 30,000 to 60,000 views every single month. You can imagine how much money they're making getting this much traffic and how much you're missing out on by not beating them. And I'm going to show you how to beat them. So as you can see here, while you have 265 websites linking to you, they have 682. You might be asking, how the heck do I beat them? It's really simple. They actually did all the work for you, because if these 682 sites are good enough to rank them, then they're good enough to rank you too. So what I would do is I would go look at each one of these websites one by one, and I'd get those exact same links from each website pointing back to you. Sometimes when you hop on the site, you may have to create a profile and then put a link in your profile. Sometimes you may have to put a comment at the bottom of the blog and get that as a link back to your website. Sometimes you may have to contact the owner by clicking the Contact Us button and asking for a link. But if you copy them and go website by website and get all those exact same websites linking to you just like they did, plus you beat them in content, that's enough to get you beating number one on this organic section. The last tip I'm going to give you is how to show up number one right here in the map pack. And this is actually where the most traffic goes. So it's the most highly sought after place to get, and it's actually really easy to get here. First off, you need to Google My Business Profile, and they now call it just a Google Business Profile. But once you have one of those, you need to have more citations than your competitors. A citation is when you list your name, your address, and your phone number inside of a directory. And a directory is a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out what directories Prime, Limo, and Car Service is in. As you can see, this is an ad, so I'm not looking at this one. But I'd figure out what directories Prime, Limo, and Car Service was in. I'd put myself in those same directories, and then I'd add a bunch more on top. So if you found them in 150 directories, I'd be putting myself in like 300. That's all I've got for you, Saeed. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep this short and to the point for you. As a super quick recap, you're going to want to have at least 4,500 words of content on this homepage so you can beat their 3,800 words. And make sure you put in some organic buyer intent keywords such as like Limo Service Dallas, High Class Taxi Service, Dallas Limo Services, stuff like that. And don't forget to save your images as keywords as well. Then you want to take all the backlinks that are linking to Heaven on Wheels and get those exact same websites linking back to you. Finally, you want to put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than Prime, Limo, and Car Service. If you follow these 3 tips, this is how you become ranked number 1 on all of Google and get all those phone calls and all that money that comes with it. You've got 2 options now. The first option is you can take this information and you can apply it yourself. The sooner you get started on it, the sooner you rank, and it does take some time to rank, so I recommend you get started sooner rather than later. If you have any questions, or if you say, you know what, I want this done for me, but I just don't have the time to do it, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to create a free attack plan for you and let you know what that would entail. My phone number is right down here at the bottom right. It's 972-309-9939. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback, and I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day, Saeed.